Hey, and welcome to Star Wars 101. Today we'll be talking about how and why Jade was there at Jabba the Hutt's palace, disguised as a dancer, during the events of Return of the Jedi. Some of this information I'm going to share with you has come from the book Heir to the Empire by Timothy Zahn. Jade was sent by Palpatine to infiltrate Jabba the Hutt's palace on Tatooine, disguised as the dancing girl Arika in order to await Skywalker, so to kill him. While waiting for Luke, Jade witnessed C-3PO and R2-D2's arrival at the palace. Later, after the droids were forced into the Hutt's service, C-3PO met Jade. After a brief conversation, in which she questioned C-3PO regarding Skywalker and introduced herself as Arika, Jade disappeared as C-3PO witnessed the dancing girl Ula's execution. However, Melina Karnas, a member of Jabba's secret security detail, suspected her of being out to assassinate the Hutt and attempted to arrest her. Jade turned the tables on Karnas, however, taking her into custody and then using the Force to cause Melina to shoot one of Jabba's Gamorrean guards. Jade fled down a tunnel and came to a ventilation shaft of the Rancor Pit. After fighting through 3 rows of guards, she was able to watch Skywalker kill the Rancor. She then entered the ventilation shaft of the Rancor Pit using a vibro axe and used the Force to open the trapdoor and follow the crowd out to the sail barge. Though she begged Jabba to let her join him and others at the Dune Sea, a suspicious Jabba instead provided her with a landspeeder and told her to leave and never come back after she tried to use the Force on him. Thus, stymied in the attempt to fulfill her mission, she made her way back to Imperial Center in a displeased Palpatine. I would like to mention one thing before we get into the excerpt from the Heir to the Empire book. If you've ever listened to the radio drama of Return of the Jedi, you notice that they actually have C-3PO bump into and talk to a dancer at Jabba's palace named Arika, and then become startled when he's found that she has disappeared while he was watching Ula be thrown into the pit. So now I'm going to read to you a part of the Heir to the Empire where Mara tells Luke she was actually there. "Oh right," she said sardonically. "The great omniscient Jedi. See all, hear all, know all, understand all. No, we didn't actually meet, but I was there, if you'd bothered to notice me. I was a dancer at Jabba the Hutt's palace the day you came for Solo." So that was it. She'd worked for Jabba, and when he'd killed Jabba, he'd ruined her life. Luke frowned at her. No, her slim figure, her agility and grace, those certainly could belong to a professional dancer. But her piloting skills, her expert marksmanship, her inexplicable working knowledge of lightsabers, those most certainly did not. Mara was still waiting, daring him with her expression to figure it out. "You weren't just a dancer, though," he told her. "That was only a cover." Her lip twisted. "Very good. That vaunted Jedi insight, no doubt. Keep going, you're doing so well. What was I really doing there?" Luke hesitated. There were all sorts of possibilities for this one. Bounty hunter, smuggler, quiet bodyguard for Jabba, spy from some rival criminal organization. No, her knowledge of lightsabers. And suddenly, all the pieces fell together with a rush. "You were waiting for me," he said. "Vader knew I'd go there to try and rescue Han, and he sent you there to capture me." Vader, she all but spat the name. "Don't make me laugh. Vader was a fool, and skating on the edge of treason along with it. My master sent me to Jabba's to kill you, not to recruit you." Luke stared at her, an icy shiver running up his back. It couldn't be. But even as he gazed into that tortured face, he knew with sudden certainty that it was. "And your master," he said quietly, "was the Emperor." And here we're gonna skip over some dialogue. "What went wrong?" Luke forced himself to ask. Her lip twisted. "Jabba wouldn't let me go with the execution party. That was it. Pure and simple. I tried begging, cajoling, bargaining. I couldn't change his mind." "No," Luke said soberly. "Jabba was highly resistant to the mind-controlling aspects of the Force. But if she had been on the sail barge..." Luke shivered, seeing in his mind's eye that terrifying vision in the dark cave on Dagobah. The mysterious silhouetted woman standing there on the sail barge's upper deck, laughing at him as she held his captured lightsaber high. The first time, years ago, the cave had spun him an image of a possible future. This time, he knew now, it had shown him a possible past. "You would have succeeded," he said quietly. And this is where we'll end. Another thing I'd like to mention is that earlier on in the book, Luke had gone back to Dagobah and went into the dark side cave again, only to have another vision, but this time about a mysterious woman at Jabba the Hutt's palace while they were on Tatooine. If you'd like to listen to the story about that, I've already made a video on it that you can go and watch. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below telling us what you think about Mara Jade Skywalker being at Jabba's palace, waiting for the opportunity to kill Luke Skywalker. I think it's a pretty cool detail. Even if it isn't canon, we got it in Legends, which is great. I also love how they left it in the radio drama of Return of the Jedi. Like I said before, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one, and until then, may the Force be with you, and as always, have a great day.